So we have been we rolled this out 5 months ago. So we've been doing 4 months of webinars for many vendors, and we have found that it works. We have found that it works really well, which we're just so thankful for, because everything that we do, we want it to be a win-win-win. The end user is going to ultimately be the residents of the association. You've got the board members and the CAMs that you're building relationships with. You're going to win by the growth of the business. We're going to win by you making more money and wanting to stay with us because we handle it all for you. So we've seen that it works. We want to always do a win-win, but some of the things that we found in the past 4 months, we want to share with you, because we're always adjusting to the needs of the market. And as you all know, it's constantly changing. So we have to be smarter, and we don't need to work harder. We just need to be smarter and really take the feedback of the CAMs and take the feedback of the board members that we're receiving. So what we've seen is because we've had all these different vendors and some are in the same markets, we've had to say, okay, on Tuesday, we're going to have you go at 9:30, and we're going to have you go at Thursday at 4 p.m. And then the next week or the next month for that same vendor, we're going to try a noon. And then so we've played around with the time of day based on the CAM schedule and based on Lindsay's recommendations. We haven't really found any rhyme or reason on times. Every CAM's life is different and every day is different. So we've never really found like that magic time that works best. We've had some webinars that have had one CAM, and we've had some that have 70. So we started to think about this, and we said, how do we now currently, 2025, how are we consuming information? I know I don't, jump on TV at 9 o'clock on Wednesday to watch the show when it comes out right then and there. But, maybe once a year I do. I watch on demand, right? I watch when it's convenient for me and my schedule. And so that's one of the reasons that we always videotape all of the programs, not only to your programs, the education webinars. Not only are we building your library on YouTube, but then we take the webinar, and if there's one attendee or 70 attendees, we take the video, put it on YouTube, then we put it in a follow-up newsletter, and we send that out to the database. And Lindsay, do you want to talk about a success story that is around exactly just that?
Absolutely. So we have a couple of vendors who have had access from videos, but one in particular, it was a board member who had intended to attend the webinar and was not able to. And so they were able to go on the YouTube channel, and after, a couple days later, after they were able to go back and watch the video, and that in turn turned into an RFP the vendor got, and then essentially got the contract. And we've had a couple of situations like that. One where, the person wasn't even on the list to be at the webinar and was sent a video from someone who heard they were looking for something in that field, and that person reached out to the vendor. So really building that library, it shows a couple of things. It shows to the clients that this is important to you. You're trying to get education out, whether they come to you or not. You're giving a little bit of information that will maybe help them be better educated when they're talking to their current vendor. And again, when they need to look for a new one, or they're trying to get bids for the next year, they're going to think about you. And it's a way for you to communicate on an on-demand basis with board members, CAMs, and really homeowners, anyone who's looking for someone in your field. They can go and get lots of information from you without actually having to speak to you. And it gets your face out there and your name out there.